on TV 18. Thanks for being with us this morning. This segment is brought to you by the Grand Lake Chamber. Lots of fun things to do out in Grand Lake, golf course, which I bet you didn't know about, and then of course the lake and the marinas and shops and stuff all along the boardwalk. And a lot of events happen in Grand Lake. So go check out their website at grandlakechamber.com and learn about some things that you can still do this summer and all year long in Grand Lake. Tom and Mimi are here to go right into Grand Lake and events and stuff. Thanks for being here, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
We're going to mainly talk about Constitution Week, which is something that is a brainchild of yours. But tell me about yourselves and how long you've been in the area and how much you love USA because of your lovely shirt.
Thank you.
Go for it.
Well, I came to Grand County and raised my kids in the mid-90s.
Okay.
They both graduated, and we also own a business in the town of Grand Lake, Grand Escape Cottages, and
Very
we've had
cool.
that for 17 years.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
a bit about me.
Awesome.
And I've been here. My husband and I bought a place that was going to be a weekend getaway working in Denver. And I bet you know this story.
Right,
It's a classic.
right, it is.
Fell in love with Grand County. And
Yeah.
we've been here over 20 years.
That's awesome.
Full time.
And Grand Lake's the best and the place you guys love in the county and both of you. And
Absolutely.
Yes.
Cool.
It's a great place.
It is. I love it. I don't get there as much as I should, but I was there a couple weeks ago and I was like, oh yes, I have to come back all the time because it's really great and lots of things to do and you guys, there's stuff happening every weekend and
Gateway to Rocky Mountain
Yeah.
National Park.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So lots of travelers through
Yes.
and then not just summer, right? Winter. You guys, snowmobile owners,
Snowmobile capital of Colorado.
right? Where you can snowmobile on the road.
But I snowshoe. Not snowmobile,
Good.
but I do
Good.
snowshoe.
Up in the park and
Yeah.
all that
yeah.
stuff.
And hike in the summer. Kayak.
Awesome.
I mean,
Right.
there's so much
It's
to do.
awesome.
And
So
we
much.
also have a touring center at the Grand Lake Golf Course
Cool.
in the winter. Yep.
Okay, cool. Well, let's jump in. Tell me about why Constitution Week, where it kind of came from, and then I'm gonna ask you what is Constitution Week.
Okay. And Mimi, you interject whenever
Yeah.
I'm struggling. But Constitution Week, this is our 5th year.
Yeah.
It started in 2012 on 4th of July. We had a very dry season, and they
Yep.
canceled fireworks.
Okay.
And so I heard some pretty strange ideas on when and how we were going to shoot the fireworks off because we still had
Right.
all the
Right.
all the stuff. So I love my country,
Yeah.
and I think my country is struggling right now. And so I wanted to maybe incorporate the fireworks display with some type of history of America.
Right,
So I
awareness,
got on the computer and started looking and looked for some type of history, and I came across Constitution Week.
Okay.
What is that?
Right. Because
Yeah,
why
'cause
isn't it just 4th of July that we celebrate?
That's
Yeah.
right. So I started looking into that a little bit and realized that it was actually been around since 1956.
Okay.
And the Daughters of the American Revolution, along with President Eisenhower, adopted it on August 2nd, 1956.
Okay.
And the idea was to educate, promote, and celebrate the United States Constitution.
Interesting.
So after realizing that, a whole bunch of ideas came off in my head, and it all came as a rush. And I started thinking, well, education, speakers.
Right.
You don't look for a constitutional scholar in the Yellow Pages, I found out. So I had to figure that out, and just came up with some other ideas. Went and talked to a couple of friends,
Yeah.
and one guy, I went to one gal, I should say, Doris, and who's an icon in Grand Lake, and she said, well, let's do fireworks.
Right.
And then she says, let's do a parade. So
Okay.
we were off and running, and
Right.
we had about 45 days that first year to put something together. And we did, and it was a 3-day celebration, and we had we had 3 speakers that first year, and we
Cool.
had a parade and the fireworks over Grand Lake, which is, of course, spectacular.
So the basic difference between then the 4th of July and Constitution Week is that Constitution Week celebrates the signing of the Constitution.
And our rule of law.
That what that is and what that stands for, and the 4th of July is our independence from
England.
Britain. Okay,
Yep.
so very different events,
Very much
Very.
so.
but definitely can be perceived as the same.
Yes.
And if you didn't pay attention in history
Right.
in high school, which some of us didn't,
Right,
we
right.
might not have known the difference.
Right.
So it's really great that we're doing something that's in September as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Because the summer is really, really busy, and that gives us an opportunity to still have events and celebrations and enjoy the fall,
Right.
which is the most beautiful part.
Yes, especially
of
in
the
Grand Lake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Tell me, back in the day when the Constitution was signed, that was in 1776. Is that what you said?
No, that was the
4th of
Independence
July.
That was the 4th of July.
July.
Okay. So then, what's the year of the
September 17, 1787.
So a big difference. So it
That
really
was
is.
signing,
Yeah.
and it took 4 years for all 13 colonies to adopt it to 1791.
Okay. So 12 years in between that time frame, and kind of
Yep.
figure out what to do. And so they should be separate events. How interesting.
Yeah,
So now you run Constitution Week.
with a lot of help. It's grown over the years.
Yeah.
And I think maybe Mimi can tell you about.
Yeah,
that
we're going to
maybe
take a quick
later.
break, and then we're going to talk about it a little bit more, dive it in, figure out how you're involved and why you're involved, and all that kind of stuff. So don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss this. We're going to learn a little bit more about Constitution Week. You can also check out the website at usconstitutionweek.org. Again, GrandLakeChamber.com for a bunch of events and stuff to do in Grand Lake, including this Constitution Week event, but lots of fun things you can do. GrandLakeChamber.com for that website. We'll be back here on TV18.